The De Bruyne vision, metavision, why you are playing blind. There's a reason Kevin De Bruyne looks like he's playing a different sport than everyone else. When elite sports scientists used eye-tracking glasses on De Bruyne, they expected to see him focusing on the ball or the goal. Instead, they found something shocking. His eyes were almost never fixed on the ball. While normal players have a focal lock on the sphere, De Bruyne's eyes were darting across the pitch with the speed of a predatory hawk. He wasn't looking at players, he was scanning the geometry of the grass. To understand this, you have to understand how your eyes actually work. You have two types of vision, foveal vision and peripheral. Foveal vision is what you use to read a text. It's sharp, but it's narrow. Peripheral vision is low resolution, but it's 100x faster at detecting motion and spatial changes. Most players are foveal dominant. They stare at the ball, which causes their brain to delete the rest of the pitch. But De Bruyne uses metavision. He treats the ball as a blurred object in his periphery, while his foveal focus is busy mapping the mathematical gaps between defenders. He isn't reacting to what is happening, he is predicting what will happen 4 seconds into the future. But here is the truth that might hurt. Your vision is likely being sabotaged every single day. Modern life has forced us into a state of visual contraction. Because we spend 6 to 8 hours staring at a glowing vertical rectangle in our hands, our brain is literally forgetting how to use its peripheral software. This is why you feel panicked when you get the ball. Your brain is overwhelmed by the visual noise of the pitch because it hasn't been pre-mapped. When you scroll through short-form content, you are training your eyes to move only in a narrow vertical line. On the pitch, that translates to panic blindness. You get the ball, your field of view shrinks, and you get tackled by someone you never even saw coming. So, how do we fix it? How do we unlock the De Bruyne grid? First, the horizon reset. Before your next match, spend 10 minutes looking at the furthest point on the horizon, a cloud, a tree, or the top of the stadium. Do not focus on anything close. This relaxes the ciliary muscles in your eyes and opens up your peripheral processing. Second, the blind dribble. When you practice, do not look at the ball. If you have to look down, you've already lost. Practice dribbling through cones while looking at a teammate's chest or a distant goalpost. You are forcing your brain to see the ball through its peripheral data, freeing up your focal vision to scan for the killer pass. The tactical scanning. De Bruyne doesn't just look, he samples. Research shows he scans the pitch 4 to 6 times in the 10 seconds before he receives the ball. This is what we call neural sampling. Each scan is like a screenshot that his brain stitches together into a 3D map. To do this, use the shoulder trigger method. Every time the ball leaves a teammate's foot, that is your trigger to scan. Ball moves, you scan. Ball moves, you scan. By the time the ball reaches you, you don't need to look for a pass. You already have the GPS coordinates of every player on the field. The optic fuel, nutrition. Your eyes are the most energy-hungry part of your brain. To keep them sharp, you need lutein and zeaxanthin. These are the internal sunglasses for your retina. Load up on spinach, eggs, and pistachios. And here's a pro secret, anthocyanins. Found in bilberries and blackcurrants, these compounds improve dark adaptation and motion detection. If you want to see the game in 4K while everyone else is in 480, you have to feed the sensors. The philosophy, the metavision mindset. The ultimate goal of a footballer isn't to be the fastest runner, it's to be the fastest thinker. And you can't think fast if you can't see fast. When you stop obsessing over the ball and start observing the space, you stop being a player and you start being a conductor. Start training your eyes as hard as you train your legs. The game is won in the mind, but it starts in the eyes. If you're ready to take your metavision to the next level, join us on Discord. We're breaking down the neural habits of the world's best every single day. See you on the pitch.